Hello. So, um, so Jimmy did a stream recently, where he was practicing full mall with his teammates Robert Wickens and an esports driver. I forgot his name already again. And when Jimmy stepped out of the car, this is a short race, like a 2-3 hour race, I think. When Jimmy stepped out of the car to let the esports driver in, I was just so surprised by the huge difference between how Jimmy drives and how the esports driver drives. And I just want to make a short video just looking at the differences between Jimmy and the esports driver. Just show where and just talking about where I think Jimmy loses a lot of time, and yeah, what's so amazing about the esports driver. So this is Jimmy's best lap coming up. Jimmy's not a bad driver by any means. He's pretty decent, and yeah. This is all Jimmy, by the way. I didn't. This is none of this is mine. I just wanted to make a video on it. So.
Oh shit! 53.6. Never done 54 before, then do 53. I'll take it.
It's a good lap. It's a good lap.
What I'm really not sure about is why it's hicking so much. I'm sorry.
Is this the race broadbent coming out again, where I can't do anything in practice, then the race happens and sometimes I find speed? Oh.
Sorry about that. I'm completely new to OBS, so apparently when I put the resolution to 1440, it starts hicking.
Yeah, I think it was the drift that did it.
Still hitting a tiny bit. But,
getting the angle.
But yeah, let's look at Jimmy, how he drives. So
don't worry, this next lap will be like a 56.
So he brakes just before the 100 board, and then he turns in pretty nicely, grabs that curb, and then stays within the white lines, and he stays about 2 meters from the outside wall. Prototype passing by. It's so cool seeing all these GT3 drivers and IndyCar drivers and stuff all just joining in. So makes the experience all the better. So Jimmy stays on the right side of the track, but and he takes all the curbs with him and stuff, but he stays within the white lines. I think that's just wired into his brain, just to stay within the white lines with at least one wheel.
This is Garfield car. Pogs in chat.
He brakes just before the kink. He brakes just before, like when the kink starts here, he starts braking. And he goes over the white line and steers it nicely. Takes a good exit curb. The main thing I noticed between Jimmy and the esports driver is
the game keeps trying to give me a pit stop.
The main difference I see is the aggressiveness.
Is there anything I can do from my end to help?
I think this might also have to do with the fact that Jimmy.
I can say it's not a big deal.
I think this might also have to do with the fact that Jimmy also is looking at chat and looking at the donations and reading everything. So.
Thank you to the new members.
Which is really
Masses
impressive.
are massive indeed.
Really
you
impressive.
love to see it.
Takes a good exit curve there. Onto the Porsche curves.
Thank you, Mason. 39-hour day. Dude, I hate to break it to you, that ain't a day.
A little bit more,
yeah, that's pretty rad, man.
So he goes over to the
grass.
grass.
Le Mans and LMP2 is damn impressive.
Steers in pretty nicely.
Being involved in that team in any way is amazing, so That's pretty
tiny
cool,
bit
man.
late on the curb, gets close to the wall. Takes it easy, just taking all the right lines. Touching almost every curb. Brakes just before the curb there, slams over the chicanes, slams over that chicane. And he hits a
Holy shit!
153.6.
Well, that for consistency.
Yeah, it was actually pretty close. Yeah. So now I'm gonna go over to the esports driver driving. So during this race, they did a couple of driver swaps. So at this moment, he is driving into the pits, and the esports driver is getting in. So Jimmy didn't do another fast
I'm really
lap.
happy with that, honestly. That's a really productive session for us. Now watch Kevin go and embarrass all of us. Kevin's the esports
24
driver.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll go break some hearts, man.
Go
Make
fix
sure.
all of our mistakes.
Just gonna skip a tiny bit. So,
Yeah, I'm actually really happy with that. I think it was fairly consistent. Just need to work on that braking a little bit towards the end, you know.
so it's just.
So guys, again, if you have enjoyed this stream so far, I'd appreciate you just tapping the like button. Maybe subscribe too if you want. We are aiming to try and hit 500k during a 24-hour of Le Mans stream. It's going to be a big ask, definitely. But, no, got to aim for something. Oh, he's braking so much later than me.
Yeah, so he's
Second gear
braking like 10-20 meters later than Jimmy, which is already impressive. And the thing I forgot to talk about is the main difference that I noticed as well.
And you want to help support the channel.
The main difference I noticed as well between Jimmy and Kevin, I think his name was, is the fact that Jimmy shifts down so easily. Like, he just takes his time with the gears, and this esports driver, he's going at you'll see at the next corner, the next big braking zone. He's going 280, and he brakes, and
on monitor I use a BenQ,
and at the when he's slowed down to 200, he's already in second gear,
59
third
hertz,
gear.
60 hertz, I think. I need
So
to get
he's
a
at
better
200,
monitor.
and he's in. Sorry, and he clicks down so quickly, which Jimmy does less a lot, and I think that helps a lot with braking.
Yeah, shut up, Jimmy is the favourite one. Nicky talking shit again. It's Nicky talking shit again.
Yes, he is.
Like, imagine, right? Imagine that we beat the factory Aston team. I say imagine. You won't have to because we're gonna.
Like, he's so much more
Look, I'm a
aggressive.
racing driver now. I've got my big dong here, my big floppy, my big floppy dong that I drink out of.
Like, he throws the
Just
car in.
park it. I'm gonna stop at the KFC, Nicky. I think on the straight.
He throws the car in so much more than Jimmy, and it's so much more aggressive. So here he goes all the way
Thank you,
over
Rick.
there,
Sorry, mate. I
and
do
he
miss
brakes,
sometimes,
which is
but
really
thank
impressive.
you,
He
man.
brakes towards the. He brakes a little bit towards the left before turning
thank
in,
you, Rick. Sorry, mate.
which
I
is
do
he
miss
keeps his
them
car
sometimes, but thank you, man.
like
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
a
getting back
little
to
bit
Blackpool.
towards the corner, but at the same time he's braking away from the corner before turning in, which is such
Fucking
is
radical
so
guy.
impressive because that takes such good
So he
timing.
does use that.
Over that corner as well, he yeets it over. It's amazing. One of Jimmy's predictions was with this car, is the Vantage V8 twin turbo, is that he thought that higher gears were better in this car, using higher gears through corners, and the esports driver is using the lowest gears possible. He's yeeting it over that one, yeeting it over that one. He's using every single bit of road. Here, he goes all the way over onto the curb, almost touching the grass, which for a novice like me as well, it's like you wouldn't think anything of it using that bit of track, but you really, as an esports driver, I guess you just really have to be in the mindset of using every single bit of track that there is, finding the most straight line possible. It's their mindset is on such a different level. It's so impressive. Yeah, so he's just before the 100 and he's in second gear and he yeets it in. And he goes outside of the white lines, and here he goes all the way close to the wall. He's using every single bit of road there is.
I noticed when I started running second, like through that last chicane, was the amount of understeer I
And this aggressiveness and the quick shifting down and using every bit of road there is saves him 2 full seconds, and almost 2.5 seconds a lap. He brakes, he throws it in, and then he throws it in the other way, and he just goes totally over the wide line now, and then he goes all the way over to this line. It's like he goes so wide, and he's like using 50% more track than Jimmy. And I'm not sure in that case he was going like really over the wide lines, which might give him an X, so he wouldn't be able to go that wide, but it's just the mindset difference alone. So here, there you saw Jimmy was braking before the kink, and he's braking at the kink, and he's in second gear at 150, and he throws it in, and he uses everything. It's just so impressive. But I was just talking about the mindset difference. It's like Jimmy he always keeps the wheels in between the white lines, and he just touches every curb, but he doesn't abuse it. And this driver just goes everywhere and uses everything. Throws it in, brakes later, throws it in again, and he's just playing with the car. He's not like Jimmy is trying to work together with the car, and the esports driver is using the car. Like he's literally using it as a tool to get around the track, and it's so different. And I'm not even sure, like this is a practice race. He might only be putting in 80%. And here he throws it in, and he even touches the wall, and he throws it in again, and
the sharpest tool in the shed. Cheers, Tommy Lee.
He goes all the way, almost touches the white lines there with his right side wheels, tires, whatever.
Let's see how terrible this is for us. 51-3, I did it!
So Jimmy at the beginning guessed that he was going to do a 51-3. It's just...
It actually was, yeah.
And I think
when Kevin comes in, just takes out his big dong, right, and just slaps it down.
Beautiful.
Can I get a better slap?
But Kevin, it's just...
Oh man.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. What I want to say was... Well, I forgot it now, but... yeah, it's just impressive. Just so impressive. Such a big difference. So yeah, that's the difference between Jimmy and an esports driver. And yeah, I just want to make this video. It's probably going to be really bad quality, both the games, the video noise and my noise, but I just want to showcase the difference and yeah, I think it's really interesting. I think it's really interesting. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, damn it, I want to say something else, but I completely forgot it now.
You can
It's on
see it
tip
on
of
the
my tongue.
dash if you're on board.
It goes all the way over to the grass. He uses everything.
Touche.
So, thank you for watching, and
Also,
see you
if
next
go
time.
to